Long ago, by the wide blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea, there was a city unlike any other. That city was Alexandria. It was founded in 331 BCE by Alexander the Great, the famous conqueror who wanted his name to live on through stone, marble, and memory. After Alexander's death, his generals divided his vast empire, and Egypt came under the rule of one of his commanders, Ptolemy. Ptolemy and his descendants wanted Alexandria to shine as the jewel of the world. They imagined a city of trade, of ships, of wealth, and most importantly, of knowledge. The rulers of Alexandria dreamed of creating a place where all the wisdom of humanity could be gathered. They wanted scholars to come from faraway lands, to read, to study, to think, and to teach. From this dream was born the Great Library of Alexandria. It was not merely a building filled with scrolls, but part of a greater institution called the Mouseion, a center of learning that resembled a university. Within its walls were lecture halls, gardens, dining rooms, and quiet courtyards. Scholars lived there, studied there, and exchanged ideas in a place designed entirely for the pursuit of knowledge. Books in those days were not like the books we know now. They were papyrus scrolls, rolled carefully and stored in wooden cases or clay jars. Each one was written by hand, and copying was slow and delicate work. Yet the rulers of Alexandria were determined to collect as many as possible. Whenever ships entered the busy harbor of the city, their cargo was inspected. If scrolls were discovered on board, they were taken to the library. The originals were kept safe in Alexandria, while copies were made and returned to the owners. Over time, the collection grew so vast that ancient writers described it as holding hundreds of thousands of scrolls. Some claimed 400,000, others said 700,000. The exact number will never be known, but for the ancient world it was extraordinary. Inside the library, life was devoted to study. Imagine stepping into its halls. Light filtered through high windows, falling across rows of shelves and storage spaces. Scholars wandered slowly, pulling scrolls from niches in the walls, unrolling them carefully, and reading by the glow of oil lamps. One might see a mathematician scribbling figures onto a wax tablet, or a physician reading about herbs and remedies from Egypt, or a poet copying down verses from Homer. The Mouseion was not only a library, it was a home for thinkers. Meals were provided, lodging was arranged, and discussions stretched long into the evenings. Different languages filled the air: Greek, Egyptian, Hebrew, Latin, perhaps even tongues from India and Mesopotamia. It was a place where cultures met, where knowledge mixed, and where curiosity seemed endless. What exactly was kept in the library remains one of history's great mysteries. Perhaps it contained the plays of Sophocles, Aeschylus, and Euripides in their complete forms, many of which are lost to us now. Perhaps it held records of the stars from Babylon, medical knowledge from Egypt, philosophical writings from India, or mathematical ideas from faraway lands. Some believe it may have stored maps of distant places, or early inventions that would not be rediscovered for centuries. Others dream that it held cures, machines, and discoveries that might have changed the course of history had they survived. The truth is hidden by time, but the mystery makes the library all the more haunting and fascinating. But knowledge, no matter how precious, is fragile. Scrolls could burn in a single spark. They could rot in damp air, be eaten by insects, or crumble with age. Wars and invasions threatened them as well. The fate of the Great Library is uncertain. Some say it was damaged when Julius Caesar's troops set fire to ships in the harbor during a battle in 48 BCE, and the flames spread to the docks and storage areas. Others claim it was destroyed much later, perhaps during the rule of Emperor Aurelian in the 3rd century, or when the city faced other invasions. Some even suggest that the library simply declined slowly, its scrolls neglected, misplaced, or ruined by time. The exact truth remains a mystery. What we know for certain is that the Great Library no longer exists. Not a single scroll has survived to our day. The works it may have contained are lost, and with them, perhaps centuries of human discovery. And yet the story of the library has not faded. If anything, it has grown. It is remembered not only as a great loss, but as a powerful symbol of humanity's hunger for knowledge. Even though the building is gone, the idea of it endures. In the year 2002, a modern library was built in Alexandria. It is called the Bibliotheca Alexandrina. Its design is round, like the rising sun, symbolizing light and learning. It holds millions of books, welcomes scholars from around the world, and stands as a tribute to the dream of the ancient library. While the old scrolls are gone forever, the spirit of gathering knowledge continues in its modern form. And so, as the night deepens, the story of the Great Library of Alexandria drifts into quiet reflection. It was once a place of wonder, a home for wisdom, a treasure of human thought. Though it was lost, it is remembered, and in memory it lives on. Like the gentle rhythm of the sea beside which it stood, its story whispers softly through time, reminding us that curiosity is eternal, and that the search for knowledge